Thanks, Adam. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you to go to that effort. What I find particularly strange is that I received that today, and I was thinking about making a vlog about exactly this topic today. Very, very strange. Like it. We can take coincidence as a positive sign, right? Let me get the window. I could hear Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath banging out a tune. I think the gym guys must be gymming. I am, and why do I get so uncomfortable about this? I am an award-winning teacher and innovator. Right, that's it. I've said it out loud. I'll probably never say it out loud again. It's not the sort of thing I write down and share, really. I've got them around here somewhere. I think... Oh, there's one. And there's... That looks like a big one. Yeah, it's a fancy one. I think there are some more kicking around. Oh, I do have... I quite like this one because it's a nice shape, right? Still gets... Well, okay, it still seems to have ended up at the back of the shelf. For some reason, I don't know. I just feel a bit awkward having them out on display for some reason. Which is a little unfair, really, because I think probably there are others as well. I think all the awards are nominated by students, right? And students have gone to and I do appreciate them. I really do. And they're on my CV. You know, the university doesn't really take awards that seriously in terms of promotion and progression. They're more interested in you demonstrating leadership by becoming a senior fellow of the Higher Education Academy and things like that. So whilst the university gives awards, I guess I'm a little bit annoyed that they don't actually mean much in the university's eyes. But the fact that they're student nominated means a lot to me. But thank you cards I get. I always put these out on display. I really like these. These are, you know, students have... They're specifically thanking me for something I've done. I'm not really trying to explain this. This isn't something I've really ever thought about too much. It's just something I do. It just is. I just thought I'd share that. Okay. I think I'm trying to say that as a teacher, I want to be useful. We've talked about this in previous weeks. I'm literally paid to be useful to students. I am a student usefuler. I'm a professional academic and a teacher. My job is to help people learn. What I do on YouTube is part of that. It's just shared a bit more widely. Well, everything I produce is shared widely, so it's just been picked up a bit more widely. But this sort of stuff is important to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this sort of stuff is important to me. It lifts me up. It tells me I am useful. I am doing a good job, at least for some people. And for those of you that leave positive and supportive comments, I take all that in. Right, that's enough of me being awkward. Hey. The council has been so that we got Swansea Bay, right? It's a big curving bay around the sea, and there's a cycle path and a walking path all the way around. It's great. And the council has been installing little light pillars all the way around because, well, it gets dark and you need lights to see where you're going. And they've just switched on the lights for the section between the university and Blackpill, where I cycle to before I go off into the woods. And maybe we'll talk about how publishing videos on YouTube is terrifying. that for a while.
You're like a vampire.
Bear with us, it's a bit windy. It's very sunny. Yes, what was I saying? YouTube is terrifying. I'm coming up on 50 million views. I mean, I feel very lucky. That was never the intention or the aim. But can you imagine what is 50 million views of stuff that I've shared on the internet? So it is scary sharing stuff, right? But we have a penchant for scary things.
You do.
Cool. So up the middle, dry but polished. I'll be good. I'll put gear in.
It's a rock rather than it actually being solid.
Oh yeah, it's a very shiny rock, isn't it? So when you're climbing, oh look at that. When you're climbing, you prepare by placing protection. That you clip the rope into, and some of it's better than others. That's okay. Some of it, yeah. Some of it's absolutely awesome. Perfect like that, a thread. Which you love to see. Let's...
Walk the other way.
Hey?
Yeah, the wind is it?
I know, I can see it. So you prepare by placing protection, and you plan your line, and you think you know where you're going to go, and then you go for it. Until you get to the next spot that you can rest on. And you never quite know, whoops, what you're going to get until you get there. And the thing is that as you climb, you get higher and higher above your last bit of protection, right? So then if you were to fall, you'd fall to the last bit of protection, and then the same distance again, and then a little bit more because of the rope stretch, right? Oh, bomber gear on this. Look at this. That one's not going anywhere. So you prepare, you plan ahead, you try to make it as safe as you can. And then you plan your line, and you don't know when your next rest point is going to be. I think it's going to be up there, right? And if you were to stop and place gear as you go, that would tire you out. So you kind of have to go for it. And as you get above your gear, you get a little bit more afraid, you get a little bit less protected. And that feeling, actually I can get some more in there, that feeling might be exhilarating, or it might be terrifying. Okay, so that feels good, having some gear above me, right? And as you start to climb above your gear, as you start to get a little bit more scared, well, fear makes you move less efficiently, right? So you start to stiffen up. Oh, there we go. And as you stiffen up, you climb less efficiently, you climb more woodenly, and you use... Oh, that was good. It's difficult to think, talk and climb. So, you prepare as best you can. You place your protection, you plan out the line you're going to climb, and then you go for it and you climb that sequence and you hope it turns out like it does. And if it doesn't and you get tired and your arms give up and you fall off, hopefully your protection preparations will catch you. But more than that, hopefully you will get to the top and you'll be successful, right? 99 times out of 100, that's what happens. And then the other one, you often, you might fall or whatever. Anyway, you place your protection, you plan ahead, and then you go for it. And then as you climb past your protection, you get higher and higher. Either, if you get a little bit scared, you can manage that fear, and you relax and you tell yourself, if I relax and I do all the things I've learned to do and I move smoothly and cleanly and efficiently, I'll be fine. Keep going, keep going, keep going. If you do that, you'll keep going, and then you'll either get a feeling where when you get to the ledge in the next place of safety, you think, oh, that was brilliant, I love that, that felt amazing. Or you get to the ledge in that place of safety, you think, oh, that was horrible, I never do want to do that, never want to do that again. If that's the case, you're probably not going to become a climber. I'm just going to put a wire in here. Ooh, that was good. I feel better now I've done it. I was a bit nervous about that. Trad climbing and all, even though it's a route I know. You know quite know what you're going to get. Oh, I feel good. Oh, lovely. Right. Alright. Is that fun?
It's really windy.
It's really windy.
Ow.
Teaching and teaching on YouTube or anything like that is essentially the same, isn't it? If you care about the accuracy of the stuff you're presenting, and I guess if you care what people think about you, then it's scary, it's terrifying. I mean, if you don't care, it's probably easy. But what you do is, when you're in a safe place, you prepare as best you can. You lay out your preparations, you check all your facts, you work out all your details, you make your notes, and then at some point you've got to go for it. And 99 times out of 100 it'll be fine. Every now and then it won't. But the viewer and the learner and reading the textbooker, all those people have got to be aware that the information you receive from other people, from other sources, sometimes it is not perfect, it is inaccurate, and you should use multiple sources of information. So yeah, YouTube, podcast, teaching's scary. Teaching on YouTube or podcast just amplifies that and makes it scarier, but it's a trade-off as to whether it's worth it for you, whether it gives you, whether you feel good about doing it, you know, whether at the end of it, after all that fear, you feel like it was a good thing to do, like sitting on the edge of a cliff. Trying to both be in the sun and out of the wind to warm up. It's a challenge.
Just here.
Yeah, I think it's working.